Hello everyone, this is PrussianPrince with another Total War Warhammer 2 tournament match cast. This is the Fresh Recruit Tournament, number 3, Losers Bracket, round 4. Match between myself and Time Lord, aka Chronolytic. That's how his name is written in the brackets. I'm playing as the High Elves in this one, and Time Lord is playing as Skaven. Now, joining me again, we have Flying Taco. Hello.
Hello.
Again, you can check out his channel in the description, but let's get straight into the game right now. So, I'm gonna go over my build. Did I say I'm playing as the High Elves? I meant to say I'm playing as the Dark Elves. I feel like I just, yeah, did not say that properly. So, I have Malekith here, just with Soul Stealer on him, and he's on Seraphon. I think that's how his dragon is called. Then I also have a bunch of these Bleak Swords up front. It's 5 of them. In the back I have 4 Dread Spears. No, not 4 Dread Spears. 3 Dread Spears. In terms of my Cav contingent, I have 2 Cold One Knights. And 2 Dark Riders with shields. As for Missile Cav, just 4 of these Dark Riders with repeater crossbows. And actually, no, I have 3 Dark Riders with shields, I think. Yeah, because I had 1 on the right, which I actually didn't spot until now. So, the Skaven army, how does that look like, Taco?
So the Skaven army gone with a pretty wide list. A lot of Skaven slaves and Skaven slave spears. I think 5 Skaven slaves, 2 Skaven slave spears. Looks like 1 normal clan rat, the council guard, rat ogre, Skaven slave slinger, 1 Jezzail, and assassin. And what is back here? We got a Hell Pit and the Arwar Doomflayer, the Dwarf Thing Menace, and another Skaven Slave Spear in the very back. And, oh, I missed another Jezzail. 2 Jezzails. And I think, who was his lord? It was Ikit Claw on his Doom... Oh, on foot. With the Brass Orb, Unlimited Power, Howling Warp Gale, and Warp Lightning. And then on his Plague Priest, he's got Pestilent Birth and Vermintide. And that is it.
Ooh, okay. So, I'm gonna unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. Here we go. Game started. On my left, I deployed my Dark Riders with repeater crossbows there because that's the right side of his army, which basically means that that's the unshielded side if he had like units with shields. So I would be able to do more damage to his units. Here I am not entirely sure what to target, so I'm just trying to target something. I'm targeting the Jezzails, but maybe the Skavens. Well, technically the Dark Riders with repeater crossbows have armor piercing, so it's pretty alright to target units with armor, I think, with those guys. And it's actually quite good. Let's see.
Yeah.
And
The only problem with the Jezzails is the silver shields.
They have, what do you mean, silver shields? They have
Jezzails.
shields. Oh, okay.
Yeah. I would think you try to use your ammo mainly for the Hell Pit and the Flayers. Or the Council Guard at the end, but you can't really get to them at all right now. So just shooting anything right now. It's alright.
Yeah, I guess I'm trying to shoot the Jezzails again, it seems like. Because I'm really afraid of those units.
Yeah. It's hard to get onto them.
Yeah. Ooh, nice shot into the clan rats, but I'm getting my Dark Riders shot here as well by the Jezzails, so not entirely ideal. I do unleash a breath attack on the Skaven slaves, but that doesn't really do much at all. That wasn't really worth it, I think. So it was risky because obviously he dodged it for the most part, and it's still not worth that much. Like,
Yeah.
I don't play Skaven, but that seems like a pretty cheap unit to me. Ooh, I get into the Giselles here with Dark Riders with shields, so
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty good, and it's like one of the only units the Dark Riders with shields could charge, and I guess I got them in there. Meanwhile, I do actually end up rear charging the Skaven slaves on my right flank with Dark Riders with shields, and that actually got them
Okay.
routed. I'm causing a lot of chaos right now in his army with my Cav. His Giselles are actually routing off the field, one of them. I don't see the other though.
You just charged one with the cold one, right? Knights, and the other one's to the
Yeah,
left of
okay.
it.
Alright, I see. So, with no Giselles, then, well, the Giselles are still there actually, sadly, with most of their models intact, but they're very low, so if one more charge or something would just pretty much get them off the field here. And he has like a pretty decent blob right now, so if I pop a breath, but that's not the proper breath, but yeah, or a soul stealer there, that could be pretty good, I think. We'll see. The soul stealer is coming up right now, and that should do quite some damage, I think, and that's gonna heal Malekith as well quite a bit. So I think that's a decent soul stealer over there. I'm also like trying to go around with the Dark Riders with repeater crossbows, and I'm targeting the Giselles actually, and not like the where is the help it? Yeah, it's somewhere over here. Yeah,
It's
it's
in the
in the
middle
blob.
next to the
Yes,
assassin.
it's in the blob. It's also under Soul Stealer. So I guess I should have been targeting that or the assassin maybe. So I
Yeah.
messed up there by targeting the Giselles because I could kill the Giselles by other means, but it's not looking too horrible, I guess.
No, you're doing
Considering,
good. And you just
yeah,
remembered your
yes.
Cav. Your Cold One Knights and Dark Riders are coming in from the
Yeah,
back now.
yeah. The saving grace, the full Cold One Knights unit that I forgot about this entire battle.
And you still have a
Yeah.
decent amount of ammo, so there's still a lot you could do.
Yeah, I mean, I guess technically I did kill the Giselles with the Dark Riders with the crossbows. So that happened, and I guess what am I targeting now? Oh, I'm targeting the Plague Monks. I guess it's not a terrible target, I guess, because they have like super low armor, so they should.
They are
Die very
summons, and
quickly.
they're gonna go
Oh,
away
they're
in 20
summons.
seconds.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Okay, then that's bad. Yeah. Other than that, the center blob, like, I really want to pop another Soul Stealer there, and I want to get another breath, but not entirely sure what I can do there, because Malekith is flying around. I kind of want to engage him on something, but oh, that breath.
That's really.
Not entirely sure about. I mean, that could have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just the breath not going where you want it, not you casting it wrong.
Ooh, my Malekith got hit by something from. Was that Ikit Claw? I think. Yeah.
Oh, did he use? Did Storm
Use
Demon? I don't
some-
know. Did he bring it?
I don't know. He used some green
I
beam.
looked That's probably Storm Demon. Yeah. Did
Okay.
he bring that?
All right.
No, he didn't bring Storm Demon.
Okay. It seems
That's
like
just
a
his
green
normal
beam.
missile damage.
Oh,
though.
okay. And he did
Because he has a
some damage
missile
there.
attack.
So here
Yeah,
I
there
have.
it is.
I have the Dark Riders with repeater crossbows here, shooting into the blob right now, and I think that should be another Soul Stealer, I think, but it's yeah, there it is, it's happening.
Yep.
So I'm really happy that he actually is blobbing up his units like that, because it makes it easy for me to hit Soul Stealer on them, I think.
You want to know something that you technically could do, but probably shouldn't try? So, if it could claw on foot when he dies. There's a nuclear explosion that happens, and it does friendly fire. So if you completely kill him, not just shatter him, he'll explode and kill everything around him.
So wait, could that kill Malekith? Like, how much HP would it take away?
It mainly it'll kill Cav and infantry. It doesn't do much damage to single entities.
Oh, okay. That would be crazy. I am actually focusing him down here, so we will see what happens. But Malekith is in sort of a tough spot here. I mean, he is fighting a lot of units here. He's fighting the assassin. He's fighting Ikit. He's fighting like other things as well here. There's some nice animation here. Yeah. was a cool animation. So here I'm gonna get Malekith out because I'm not feeling good about him being in there. Not sure what I'm targeting right now.
I think you're hitting the help hit.
Yeah. I'm targeting
Or-
something
oh.
though. Or the Plague Priest. I don't know what I'm targeting.
Oh, the Council Guard,
Hard to
maybe.
say. Yeah. Because I'm targeting
You're
something
hitting
that's
everything,
moving.
so.
Oh, I think I'm targeting Ikit. I think that's what I'm targeting.
Yes.
It looks like it, yeah. So here I think I'm preparing for another breath attack. It's hard to say how it looks. I think it's... I mean, I don't think it's great because I don't have any more ammo on the Dark Riders with repeater crossbows. But I do think I have another breath attack. Maybe another Soul Stealer? I'm not sure, so we'll see. And again, there is a nice little blob here, so that makes me happy. If I am to actually be able to use something here to deal with it. And I am gonna be popping a Soul Stealer here, I think. And this is great, because now I'm sending in the Dark Riders with repeater crossbows just to keep him in the Soul Stealer thing. So, but I mean, technically he's already been Soul Stealer, so it's fine. I'm just gonna get everything in now, though. With that Soul Stealer, though, I think like this is going to basically be the end for him.
Yeah. Oh, the help it's gonna route. I think it's routing.
And yeah, that's army losses. His army's off the field, and I did not expect to win this one. It looked pretty bad. And I guess it must have been due to the blobbing that I won this one then. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he blobbed a lot. You got like
Yeah.
3 Soul Stealers on that big fat blob. You got a lot of shots in and just surrounded them with the Dark Riders, and
Yeah.
you know, they don't have too much that's heavy armor other than the Council Guard, so even the Dark Riders will do a little bit of damage to the help hit.
So, would you say then that... Okay, so who had the build advantage, or was it pretty even?
I think it was pretty even and could have gone either way. I don't think Time Lord had too much anti-infantry. It was just the Doomflayers, and I don't think he used them too aggressively. So your wide Bleak Sword and Dread Spears were able to like put a lot of stress on him, and he wasn't being aggressive at taking him out. And the Cold One Knights kind of was probably what made him hesitant. I don't like Dark Riders repeater crossbows here too much, just because they don't counter skirmish anything, and there's not many high armor targets on the Skaven other than their like Doomflayers and Doomwheels.
That's true.
Like I like to go like lots of Doomfire Warlocks and stuff. But
yeah.
this works still pretty well. It's just going wide with lots of cheap chaff can sometimes overrun the a Skaven slave front line, which is very common.
Yeah, I mean, still though, it clearly he had the upper hand at some point, so I'm not entirely sure what and what went wrong for me, because...
Well, I think it was going pretty even the whole game. It was just you didn't have much to kill the Hell Pit once you ran out of ammo, but at that point Malekith kind of just beasted it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if he didn't blob there, he would have won, right? So, I don't know. I'm guessing he would have won, at least.
It's hard to say, because he needed to blob at the end there, because if he didn't, you could have isolated targets with Malekith.
Yeah.
And he needs to keep things together to prevent that. But at the same... And you had a lot more mobility. Like, he only had one Rat Ogre. So blobbing is really one of the only things he could do. He did blob a lot, maybe too much, and he was very... He didn't use his expensive resources to help defend his Skaven slaves at all. It was kind of just his Skaven slaves were surrounding this blob, and he didn't use them as anything but just to sit there and die. And he didn't protect the Jezzails at all. The blob was just a blob. The high value units weren't used to protect the Jezzails. So once you took down the Jezzails, he really lost a lot of that ability to try and kill Malekith. And you were able to just cycle charge with Malekith and take him out.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for watching. It's gonna be it for us. So don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on social media, and I'll see you all next time.